And we are ready in the other lab.
Thank you.
And we want to move to another coronary
thank you so
case. Can we
Great,
go to lab
thanks.
B, please?
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can
you
hear you,
me?
Colonel Mohsen. So what do you have for us today?
Okay, thank you very much. Fine, so I'm joined by Dr. Ghulam Rasool and Major Waqas in the lab. So we've got a complex case of, there's too much of noise. There's too much of noise. Okay, fine. So we've got a very complex case of densely calcified lesion in the RCA and the left system. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but if your mic can be moved a little closer, I think that would be nicer.
Okay,
and if you could introduce the patient to
mic
us, how old is he?
Okay, fine. So
now you're better. Thank you.
There's too much of noise. There is too much of noise.
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear now.
So we've got a, fine. So there's a 85 years old gentleman who is a known case of diabetes with impaired renal functions. He presented with severe onset of chest pain 2 months ago to me. And there were critical disease in the RCA, and we did a rotablation 2 months ago and fixed the RCA. And now we were all set to do the rotablation of the mid-LAD. So if we can have the views, please. So this is the first view. You can see there's a dense calcium, and there's a critical lesion in the mid-LAD. And the plan was to do the rotablation up front. So next, please. So we wired it with a run-through wire. And once we were putting our OTW down, so this is the OTW going down the run-through wire. Next, please. And there's a 1.25 burr in the proximal LAD, and now we are going to rotablate it. So this is the, next, please. So we rotablated the, next, please. The lesion, it was slightly complicated by a slow flow, and the patient developed chest pain. But fortunately, it settled, and we did some polishing runs as well. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. So, next, please. So then we, next. And after rotablation, again, we put down the OTW and exchanged the rotor wire with the run-through wire. Next. Next, please. Aakhri picture dikha de. Next, please. So, this is a 2.515 balloon. This is now where we are. So we have, next please. So we have dilated the lesion. We've also wired the diagonal. ये वाला उतार ले फिर. ये बहुत शोर है इसमें. So now after rotablation, we have wired the diagonal, and we have dilated the lesion with a 2.515 balloon. Can we see the last picture, please? Last. And now we're all set to put in a stent here. Any comments by the panelists, or somebody thinks he might have done something differently? Please share your comments.
So you've used a 1.25 millimeter burr, and then you've done pre-dilatation with a 2.5 millimeter balloon. That's right?
That's right.
And that's where we are now. So
and now we're going to put in a 324.
Can we see that balloon inflation again? How that balloon looks once it's inflated?
Oh yeah, sure. Back, go back. Yeah, this is one. जो balloon inflation है वो दिखाइए. Yeah. So can you see it here?
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, so here
so
we are now.
The
balloon is up, and now we are taking in our.
Else?
Now we're going to take our stent 324.
Yes, I have
one
question.
Mohsen, we have a comment here.
Mohsen,
sure.
This is Dr. Sarza. Could you please tell us what about what you have done is, can we see through IVUS? Because normally we see how much we have done, and is there still a calcium, or do you think it is unnecessary? Just for the academic, or just a question, does that help?
Fine. Yes, sir, I think you're right. So in fact, the stent, you see the stent is not going here. I think we need to dilate it further with a maybe 3O balloon. See, the stent is not going in. Okay, so let's dilate it with a 3O balloon then and see. Yeah? Any comments here?
Yeah, you see, under this situation, you see in some of the centers, the laser, you see that, lithotripsy is wonderful, but unfortunately we don't have air. But this is one situation where we can pass the lithotripsy and dilate this. That makes the calcium very soft, and you see scattered, and we can easily do the. But anyway, we have some limitations
Yes,
here.
yes,
So
I agree, sir.
But I think it's a good idea to
Okay,
dilate
sir.
it with a 3 mm balloon, and if you still have a waist there, probably
Okay,
go
sir.
upsize with your
Okay.
rotabur.
Okay. Okay. So let's have 315 and see then. Mekan? So let's see how it behaves, because otherwise, if it doesn't work, we might have to go with a bigger burr maybe with 1.5 then, if it doesn't help.
Okay, so for the fellows
got the balloon?
sitting in the audience while they are getting ready with another balloon, so rotawire is usually difficult to take in. So the ideal thing is to save time and make things easy. You take a normal workhorse wire, park it down in the artery, and then exchange it with a microcatheter to a rotafloppy wire or whichever wire you want to use. And then if the microcatheter goes in very easily, you can start off with a 1.5 mm burr. But if you have a difficulty taking a microcatheter down, then probably you are better off starting with a 1.25 mm burr. So with a 2.5 mm balloon inflation, at times you may not be able to judge the exact inflation. So if it's a 3 or 3.5 mm vessel, it's better to dilate with a 3 O balloon and then see if you've got a waist or not. If there's a waist, then probably you need to upgrade your rotabur.
Okay. एक मिनट ठहरे. हम लेफ्ट में से पीछे है ना काफी. जी check दें. Check please. Okay. Fine. Go up please. I can't hear the audience. Go up. Go 12 please. Okay. It inflated fine. I'm not able to hear the audience. Am I online?
Yeah, you are online.
Please.
You're online.
अच्छा,
Mohsen, can you hear me?
ठीक है? जाए? जाए? 12 पे है. Am I online or because
You are online, Mohsen. I can hear you.
इनसे पूछो हम online है?
Okay. Okay. So they are offline actually.
Yeah,
so this is a 3 mm balloon inflation going on to see if we've done adequate rotablation or not.
Check please. Live है? Okay, but I can't hear the audience.
Can you hear me now, Mohsen?
Just a minute, check please.
Okay.
Okay, can we go up please? मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रही उनकी. Go up. Yes. Okay. So I think the balloon inflated fine. I'm not sure whether you can hear me or not, but I'm told that I'm live. मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रही उनकी. नहीं, मेरी आवाज जा रही है उनको? हाँ? Okay.
I can hear you, Mohsen.
Safety check, please. Okay. नहीं, कोई नहीं आ रही. मेरी आवाज जा रही है उन्हें? अच्छा.
Mohsen, can you hear me now?
Let's see how it behaves now. Can we go epicrane, please? So we did manage to dilate it with 315 NC, and the balloon opened fine. Let's see.
So, Mohsen, can you hear me
Can I have
now?
a check, please? Just a minute. Let's see. I hope there's no complication.
I don't think they
check,
can hear
please.
me. They can't hear me.
Okay, looks okay. Mekan, okay, yeah. यार सारी चीज देख तो इसकी वगैरह.
Mohsen?
ले जी, stand again, please. Let's.
Mohsen, can you hear me? No, he can't hear me.
Okay.
So we've got different devices for calcification. We've got rotablation. You've got the new lithotripsy balloon. One problem with the lithotripsy balloon is that it's a slightly bulky balloon. So if it's a very highly calcific and a very tight lead, you may not be able to take your lithotripsy balloon down there, and you may need a bit of rotablation or laser to actually make space for that lithotripsy balloon to reach there. And once it goes there, then things become very easy from there on. Mohsen, are you online with me?
Bismillah. Yes, sir. Now I can hear you. Thank you. So we've dilated the lesion with 315 balloon, and now we're going to try our luck. Fortunately, we are here, sir. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Just prep the balloon, the stent, please. So fortunately, after dilating, we are able to put our stent down here.
So what stent size and what make is this?
This is Ultimaster 324. Picture? अच्छा, okay, fine. ठीक है? एक picture ले, एक picture ले. Picture, please. Okay, are you happy here? The audience, is he happy?
Yeah, looks okay. Distally, I think you've covered the ballooned area.
Yeah. Do you want me to pull it back a bit? Or are you happy here? Okay, let's go to a final picture before we take it up. Yeah? Okay. Go up, please. Nominal. Go 10.
It's 10.
Okay, stay here. Okay, fortunately it inflated fine.
Yeah, that looks nicely inflated.
Yeah, thank you.
But angiographically, you still
down by
might be
20 then.
deceived. So ideal is if you have an IVUS, you still need to confirm if it's a well-opposed,
I fully
well-deployed
agree.
stent.
I fully agree. So we have IVUS with us. Okay, can I have a picture, please? Picture, please. Okay. Okay. So do you want to put down the IVUS catheter? Yeah? Okay. So we'll put down the IVUS catheter on the wishes of the audience, and that makes perfect sense as well. Okay, let's have the IVUS catheter. कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद NC कर लेंगे, हैं? Okay? Okay, fine. So let's do the NC first, and then we'll do the IVUS. NC दें. NC देखें कौन सा लेना है?
Any comments from the
NC देखें कौन सा
panelists?
लेना? Just a minute. Just a minute.
3.5 consider.
कौन सा size बताना पूरा?
3.5.
I think it's a well-sized stent. I would like to see the.
We have got from the angiogram, if we think in this case the vessel is.
So your
heavily
mic is not on.
Wire अंदर ही है?
Yes, Asif, if we find on angiogram, the vessel is very calcific. Instead of, I think instead of giving a normal trial with the usual balloons
so
and
now
wire,
we're going to
why not
NC
to
and then we'll
plan
do the
from the
wires,
very
okay?
beginning for rota?
I think that's a very valid point, sir. If you think it's a very calcific vessel, and so at times you do plan upfront rota, and that makes your life quite easy. Actually, if you have got a bifurcation and a lot of calcification, with the balloon inflation, there is a chance of plaque shift and crina shift as well. But with rota ablation, you usually don't get any plaque shift, so that does make your life very easy.
So here we've put down the NC balloon, and it is, just hold on. It is 3.5 by 15.
So they are post-dilating with a 3.5 non-compliant balloon now.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay, go up, please. Nominal, yeah, go up.
So I think
Oh,
one
it
thing
slipped a bit,
that
yeah?
the
Okay.
fellows need to be careful about is whenever you have a wire in the side branch and you've got a lot of calcium there and there's a stent across it,
Hold on,
there
hold
is a chance of trapping the wire between the stent and the calcium. So when you are post-dilating and all, you need to keep that
Go
in
up,
mind.
please. Okay, point well taken. बोलेंगे सही साथ साथ. Okay, thank you. Down, please. Okay. So, okay, it's fine. Even better. Okay, go up, please. Nominal. विकास प्रेशर का ख्याल रख. Down, please. थोड़ा pressure down है.
I think that inflation looks
You
pretty
check them?
good. You've
Check,
probably
please.
covered up for the IVUS. I
Check,
think
please.
you've done the job now.
ठीक. Just a minute. ठीक. मेरे ख्याल काफी है ना? NC काफी है. Okay, so we've done the NC balloon, and now we're ready to take a picture now. Okay. Just a minute. Pressures okay? ठीक है? Okay, pressures are fine. Okay, check please. Are we engaged? Check please. Okay, let's take a picture then. Ready, come on? Okay, आप क्या कर रही? Okay, fine. So we're going to check the ACT now. The last one was 380. Okay, ready? Picture, please. So here you go.
I think that LED looks
What
pretty
does the
nice.
panelist think? Running.
Looks quite good, but there is.
So I'm happy here.
Can we define something you see at the proximal edge of the stent? Can we see clearly, maybe in different view, or IVUS can tell what is going on in the proximal edge of the stent?
I'm
Couldn't
sorry,
hear you properly, sir.
I really
Can you say
couldn't
that again, sir?
understand.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
I just
please
want
say
to
it
see
again.
what is going on the proximal edge of the stent.
Okay. Hi. Can you go epicaudal?
So, Redaf Saraza, what do you think about the diagonal now? Would you, the diagonal, you would leave it alone?
Okay. Check, please.
Yeah, but how old is the patient?
Can I see that? The diagonal picture. Can we see the diagonal picture? Sorry, the view.
Yeah. Can you flush it, please? I've given a bit of nitro here, and let's see how it goes.
Mohsen, how old was this patient?
Yeah, so sir, he's 84 years of age.
He's
84.
84. Okay.
Yeah. Ready for picture here? Ready? Picture, please. Good one. What is the cooking something? What's the ACT like? Huh? Is it a haziness?
No, I think probably it's the imaging will probably give
I
better.
think it's calcium.
If they have planned for IVUS, that probably imaging
Okay, can
will
we
give.
do another view?
I don't know what's this
entire-
haziness at the ostium of the LED.
Yeah, this actually we should rule out through imaging. IVUS probably will be helpful.
No, proximal चाहिए ना.
Mohsen, how's the ACT of this patient? There seems to be some haziness at the ostium of LED.
Yes, sir. So it's cooking. The last ACT, which was 20 minutes ago, was 380. Now again, ACT लगाई थी ना अभी आपने? कितनी है?
Sometimes you see with the layering of the, you see maybe flow
Yeah.
because of the wire. So
okay,
we're not sure unless we do the IVUS.
I think
Okay.
you need a different
So,
view also,
it's
just to
right
make
now.
sure that there is no calcium in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
एग्रोसेट भी तैयार रखें. एग्रोसेट तैयार रखें. Check this. ठीक. Okay. Ready picture? Picture, please. Good one. Okay. I think it looks fine. There was dense calcium everywhere. The ACT is cooking up. एक दोबारा लगा दें ACT. ACT 20 minutes ago was 380. Any comments?
I think it
I'm
looks
happy
pretty
here,
good.
considering the age and the, yeah, exactly. I think we should not give more a contrast because it's 84 years and the creatinine is 1.7. So I'm happy with this. And in fact, the patient, there is some affordability issue. So maybe we might not be able to take down the IVUS catheter here. But I fully agree with that, with this idea. So can we go epicrane, please? Let's take
I
out the
think it
wires
looks
then.
pretty good.
So I'm happy here.
And with that 3.5 millimeter
Yeah.
balloon inflation post-dilatation, I think it should be well-opposed stent.
Yeah, hopefully.
So you're going to get rid of your diagonal wire?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, at time when you take it out, it is jailed, the guide sucks in. So let me see whether the guide dips in or not. Yeah, it's dipping in. So what I'll do is, diagonal. So what we do is that we can take out the LED wire and put it in the sinus and then try to take out the diagonal. Yeah, check that. Check please. But so what we do is, check that. Okay, so now we're in the no. Wait. Okay, what we'll do is that I'm gonna take my LED wire back into this sinus so that the guide doesn't dip in. I'll take it in the sinus. Can you see? I've taken it into the sinus. Yes? Can you see
yes,
it?
we can see that, Mohsen. We can see
Yeah,
that.
and now what I'll do is that I'll take the diagonal wire out so the guide doesn't dip in. See, the guide didn't dip in, yeah? Check that. So the wires are out. Save kar le. Okay, fine. So I'm happy here. Last picture दिखा दें. वो जो crane वाली थी. Back.
So while
Okay.
you...
So I don't want to take more pictures because the creatinine is a bit high and he's 84. I'm happy with this result. This is a caudal view, and can we go up cranial then? Yeah, okay. So this is our result, and thank you very much for joining us. And if there are any comments or any ideas, you're more than welcome to share them.
Thank you very much, Mohsen. That was very nicely demonstrated case. Any
Yeah,
final
but-
comments
yeah,
from
I
the
mean,
panel?
We did rota fine, but why did you have to do this lithotripsy balloon as well? It's very expensive angioplasty, I would say. Could have tried an NC balloon.
So this was an NC balloon, sir. They
Oh, it was,
They
sorry.
don't have lithotripsy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. It's a
Yeah,
great
exactly.
job. Well done.
So
yeah.
after
But I
rota,
must say,
after rota, it was an LC balloon. We don't have
Yeah.
lithotripsy balloon with us in the lab.
I must say you are a very brave angioplaster, leaving your diagonal wire in such a heavily calcified vessel and post-dilating it. So anyway, we all have to be lucky to be successful all the time. And well done, Colonel Mohsen.
Thank you very much. Thank you for my whole
This
of
is
my
Dr.
team. Thank you
Mansoor
very
here,
much.
if you may recognize.
Oh, yes, sir. You were my teacher. You were my mentor once I was in Karachi.
Yeah.
It's good to hear your voice.
Great. Well, very well done.
And I'll just come and see you personally. Thank you very much, sir. Take
Certainly.
care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay. Bye now.
Thank you, sir.
Colonel Ghulam Rasool, thank
Bye-bye.
you very much. Thank you, Mohsen. Thank you, Cath Lab from
Colonel Ghulam Rasool,
FIC.
आपको सलाम कहना
Thank you for a very nice case. So any final comments, any questions about the case? So I think another way that you could have taken out the jail diagonal wire if
Yeah,
you are
Karan,
having any
हम offline है
difficulty
ना?
could have
Offline?
been that if you have a longer stent and some part of the stent segment goes beyond that diagonal branch, you could have kept a small balloon that does not go outside your stent, but it is beyond that diagonal. You put that balloon on the LED wire, it is inside the stent, you inflate that balloon, and then you can pull onto the diagonal wire. So you can have a better grip on your guide catheter. That balloon gives you a lot of support, and then you can pull your diagonal wire out as well. Karan, are there any comments from your side, sir? Happy with it? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, panelists. I'm not sure what is next. Is Brother Nasir Sumur? Or not? But Pete's team is not here yet. I don't see any pediatric cardiologists here. Okay, so hold on. There would be some live case from pediatric cardiology from FIC. So those interested, please keep sitting. Thank you very much for attending this session.